What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to quickly go over a couple reasons why you need to own this one stock and why you will regret not buying and holding this one stock into the future. And that stock is obviously Tesla. No, it is not AMC. It is Tesla. We're going to quickly go over. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the numbers, glance over them, and give you guys a fundamental reason on why I think Tesla can go higher. I'm assuming 1,500 to 1,600 close this year. Yes. And with the ridiculous swings Tesla has had, the gamma squeezes, the overall market environment this year, we do have the rate hikes, but I do think that is not going to slow down the growth, and the numbers justify this. It can pretty much go higher. This stock is up 123 points today. That's insane. So why is it up 123 points today, and why do you need to hold this stock? First and foremost, let's go over some of the delivery numbers carried by the Model 3 and the Model Y, which, by the way, the Model 3 is the best-selling car in Europe. And why does the Model 3 production need to ramp up as well as the Model Y? Because there's going to be a lot of demand coming in the next couple of years. And if you just look at the delivery numbers with the graph over the last quarters and over the last year, it's insane. And 80% growth year over year from 2020 to 2021. You can see it ramping up higher, and I don't see why this is going to slow down anytime soon. I myself, I'm considering to get an EV. And living just here in Southern California, it's insane how much Teslas there are on the road. They're literally the new Hondas. Every time I go out, I tell myself, if I see one more Tesla on my way home, I'm going to buy one or two more shares on my long-term account. It's that nuts. And just overall, in the short term, like myself, I enjoy trading Tesla. I'm watching this stock for the last year and a half or so. I understand the movements on this and the overall trend line on here, which has been honored since May. Since we hit the 500s and coming off the highs of January of around 900, this stock has been on an uptrend. I don't see why it's going to stop. It's nearing the all-time high at 1243. It's going to be an interesting month to start off the year. But what else is coming this year is the Giga factories in Austin and Berlin. Again, in Europe, out there, the demand for the Model 3s is going to keep on increasing, and they need to be able to sustain and honor that demand. And the 4680 battery cells are also coming into production, which Tesla has stated themselves. They want to be able to mass produce these 4680 batteries, which, if I'm not mistaken, have 6 times more power, 5 times the energy, and I believe 16 or 15% range on that. Don't quote me on that. But they're obviously denser batteries. Thicker is always better, right? So that is definitely going to be important, as well as for 2023, the next year. These are some wild cards I want to throw in there as well, which are going to be needed. The 4680 battery cells are going to be needed for these type of vehicles, which are going to be the Roadster and the semi-truck. So without that, there pretty much isn't a semi-truck or a Roadster. These higher end vehicles are going to definitely need these batteries for the performance. And the 25K model, which Elon has talked about, the cheaper end Tesla, which I don't think they should introduce just yet. The Model 3 is doing very, very well, so I think just hold off on the 25K model. But we might be seeing some prototypes, maybe. And the Cybertruck, by the way, as well, which is going to be produced in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. So they still need to manufacture these 4680 battery cells. And Elon Musk is heavily a first principle type of thinker. What that means in verbatim, what he said on some of the podcasts was, you have to be able to break things down to their fundamental level and reason up from there. So that's how they're basically going to create these batteries. Is question what makes up a battery, and go and search for these raw materials, cobalt, lithium, graphite, nickel, and build and manufacture these batteries. I don't know, they're still buying from producers, but they have to secure these materials, and that's how they're going to be able to create these batteries, which is, I just wanted to throw that in there because I think that's a very, very clever way that Elon thinks that every single one of us watching this video has to adapt that first principle thinking mindset of breaking things down to their fundamental level and going from there. Such a brilliant way to think. But I just wanted to throw that out there, and I want you guys to be able to think like that as well. Production capacity, probably maybe 2 million for 2020. The most important goal is definitely going to be high production volume and their margins. When I think of the margins of Tesla, I think of the FSD, the full self-driving, and how that can impact and increase their margins as that gets better. I know Elon has thrown out these crazy targets, deadlines for the engineers and whatnot. Some of them are crazy. They are not that far out, and I know he's been notoriously known for missing a lot of these deadlines. So hopefully he can be able to He said it's harder than he thought, basically. But let's just bear along with Elon, give him the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully we get things done. I mean, look at the Cybertruck; it's already 2022, so hopefully we get that this year. So progress on that, and of course focus on the Model 3 and on the Model Y, some of the best-selling cars in Europe. So Tesla's that stock you guys want to own, and some of you guys might be thinking it's overvalued, it's overpriced, but quite frankly, I think we're entering a new era, a new time. I still think sometimes Tesla is cheap. I still think it's fairly cheap. I think it could go higher this year, and it's all going to be based on the fluctuations we see this year. So if we do start seeing these dips like we did last year in March down to like 539, those are definitely going to be some great, not financial advice, some great buying opportunities. But for the most part, I still have some cash that I'm waiting to unload on Tesla. At this price here, probably not. I still think it could go higher, but I also know that there might be some dips coming March, May with the rate hikes. I believe there might be a rate hike spook, which brings out tech stocks, and that'll be a nice entry. But that's not to say that the stock's going to collapse and crash. It could come down and honor one of these trend lines back to 1,000 and hold support there before bouncing back up to like 15, 1,600. You know, Tesla has these crazy swings. These gamma squeezes can be really, really ridiculous. I mean, look at this rally from 800 to 1,200. That's a crazy move, and we could definitely see that this year again. So watch these rate hikes, the overall macro environment. I know for a fact there's going to be definitely a good buying opportunity on Tesla and on every other tech stock, but it's just a matter of being patient and truly believing in the company and in the future. They have all political agendas for them, environmental agendas for them. So they have the help they need, the support they need. You have one of the best CEOs in the world, charismatic. He's the meme lord, Elon Musk. Who else do you need running this company? Which also might be another risk, by the way. Elon has to really take care of himself because I think the stock can also collapse if something happens to Elon. He steps down. I don't know. You guys know what happened back in March and in April when he was tweeting nonstop about crypto and attacking the community, and he had this separation, this negative sentiment on Twitter, in which I did not like, which I think was one of the reasons why Tesla stock fell to 539, which was a great buying opportunity. I took advantage of that. The buying opportunity, it sucked. Tesla traded sideways for a little bit. It would pop up, it would come back down, but nonetheless, like I said, it honored this trend line and hope for the best this year. So that's the one stock. I'll have another video out for you guys tomorrow. I know AMC is still on the radar. It's pulling back today, but that's for a whole different new topic, new environment, new industry. And hopefully you guys take care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.